how to get 2 to 5 interviews a week as a software engineer. By the end of this video, you know exactly how the HR's brain works or doesn't work and how LinkedIn is the amplifier for everything. You don't need job boards, just LinkedIn. I'll teach you how to effectively optimize your LinkedIn profile. In other words, you go from this guy where there is no recruiters, you have no interview scheduled, you have no visibility, no offers on the table, to this guy. Look at him. There's recruiters all over him. He's getting 2 to 5 interviews a week. His calendar is full, and look at her. She's yeah, this guy, let's go and invite him over, right? Honestly, this can happen in a matter of weeks. You probably wonder why you should listen to me, who is this random guy on the internet? And I get that. The past year alone, we've coached more than 50 engineers, and I'm talking about engineers all over the world. We're talking Europe, US, Canada, Brazil, Argentina, and parts of Asia. We help them get higher paid jobs as fast as 2 to 5 weeks, and their average salary increase was about 25%. So it's crazy, right? And disclaimer, I'm a software engineer myself. I am not a recruiter or a career coach. A client of mine told me what a career coaching is. I didn't even know. I just love mentoring people and helping others achieve the best version of themselves. I was also mentored starting out, so now that's how I give back. Here is what we're going to cover. What actually matters to get a lot of interviews really fast. We're going to dive deep in the preparation. We're going to dive deep on how to apply this to you, and we're going to end off with a conclusion. Don't skip any of these steps. Each step is essential. Let's start firstly with what actually matters to get a lot of interviews. HRs are kind of like a bots, right? The amount of competence is not the highest. They are uneducated. I also cannot blame them. They were probably not trained. People above them don't want to train them. And I generally believe that AI will actually replace them for good. For them, everything is just some magic keywords. They probably don't know the difference between Java and JavaScript. You also have those cases where they have 10 plus years of experience and the slight difference in the keywords that doesn't apply to them, and you're just getting filtered out. That's who you're up against when you're before the technical stage, and you kind of have to fit their side of the image. So that's why we use LinkedIn. LinkedIn, again, is the amplifier for everything. LinkedIn is your digital portfolio. Everybody looks at it, even if you apply to other websites. People are biased on how they perceive you based on your LinkedIn profile. If you don't have a good LinkedIn profile, you'll get less invites. Your interviews will be harder. After even 5 months after the optimizations, my client was still able to get proposals every week without lifting a finger. So he's not even applying. People are coming to him. As always, everything will be combined into a doc and shared inside the free community, along with other free resources. You already know how it is. Now that I sold you on the idea of why LinkedIn matters so much, let's move into the preparation phase. First and foremost, decide on one specific role. This is very important. Full stack or data science, MLOps or DevOps, AI, whatever, or cloud specialist. Just decide on one of them. Don't do both. I know what you're going to say, Alex, but then I will have more options, etc., etc. Sure, but honestly, what matters is if you can solve their problem in the best possible way. If your profile is optimized for more than one role, then honestly, it's not going to work out very well because they're going to get confused. You're going to get confused. Just pick one. Positions like software engineer plus backend developer are fine, because one is more general and includes the other one. Software engineering is more of a general term, and backend lives inside of it. That's fine. But full stack and data science, completely different fields. Just pick one field, stick to it, become a specialist in it. Probably what I would suggest you here is pick the last position that you worked for, because it's the most relevant experience. That's what they're going to look for generally. And this is what I recommend everybody to do. Just have one clear target. Now that you know what you are, grab 5 to 10 job listings from the desired companies that they are hiring now. What we're going to do with those listings is extract the keywords from each individual one using Claude or GPT. We will use them later throughout our profiles. A simple prompt, just give me all the relevant keywords for front, just works fine. You don't have to complicate this, okay? We're going to, again, scatter those keywords that Claude gives us. It's going to define it in a different ways, right? The most important ones will be the technical ones. Then microservices, those those types of keywords are going to be next. The next thing I would want you to do after you have those keywords, after you have those listings, is brainstorm on each job that you had. Here, I would want you to write 5 to 10 sentences of your top achievements. They should be really impactful. They should be the solution to their business problems. These are the highlights of your career, right? These are the best things that you've done in that job, include business metrics and impact. If you have numbers such as how you mentored people, how you contributed to the organization, how you saved costs, handle projects with ease, etc., anything that you can list here, include it. For now, just make a list and don't think about it. The next steps are going to explain what you're going to do with this kind of information. If you need extra help with doing that, I have only a few spots left at a time to work one-on-one with me and to work one-on-one with my technical mentor. We'll create a custom plan for you. We have, again, very limited spots because we like to give personal attention to each individual. If you're curious, go ahead and apply with the link. It's going to be somewhere in the description as well. And we cancel about like 50 to 60 applications. Apply only if you're serious about it. But that's not important. Let's move on to how to apply this to you. So first, grab the link. It's the LinkedIn checklist. It's inside my community. If you go inside like the community, the classroom, the start here section, and you go down the job hunt system, the LinkedIn checklist, and just scroll down, and you have this checklist, right? So now we will go over this checklist to kind of go over like how to apply it. First and foremost, your profile picture. Please, if you haven't updated your profile picture in a while, I feel like that's one of the most return on investment that you can get, and you don't have to go out and get like a professional photographer. Just grab somebody, lean against like a wall, take some pictures, just look into the camera. There should be a plain background. You should have like a relaxed, calm face, smile on your face, right? It should be high quality. Just grab your phone. Like the phones are insane. All of the pictures that I have in my thumbnails with a phone. So you don't need a professional camera. It's going to take you like 10 minutes, probably even 5. Definitely, it will make your profile just so much better. The banner above, just go to Canva, pick an image that looks professional, write your name on it. There's just so many templates that look really amazing. Just pick one. Like it's going to take 5 minutes. Moving to the profile headline, include the keywords to the relevant role, the same keywords that we got from the job listings themselves. Paste them here. Again, here I gave an example. You should include like the role up front, maybe a more general role, and then kind of the technologies, right? You can also have achievement like ex Google. Like if you like have that stamp, builds credibility. Don't spend that much more time on it. And then for the about section, write it in first person, show some personality, not some generic keywords. Include your technical stack, achievements, and what you're passionate about, and with clear contact information and skills. If I just read the first sentence and I don't know what the fuck you're doing, sorry for cursing, if I don't know that in the first sentence of your about section, then please rewrite it. It doesn't have to be complicated as well. I know this is a bit of a generic about section, but it doesn't have to be that complicated. You can list your contact information so people can contact you if they're not connected with you on LinkedIn, and just list out your like skills. You can even grab them from the job listings themselves that Claude gave you. As for the work experiences, you should be listed in chronological order. They should match the same as the CV and resume. So the LinkedIn and the resume should be the same in the beginning of the preparation. If you took those achievements, now you kind of have to make them more compact and make 5 bullet points per each job, per each position that you've been. You can also use this format to include like numbers, because AI loves numbers, recruiters love numbers. Even though it might not make sense to them, I don't know why, but it makes them go crazy. Again, if they're quantifiable, even better. Try to sprinkle in those keywords that you got from like the job listings. Big thing that I don't see like anybody doing is the skill section. Just list out like 25 plus even technical skills. This is going to let LinkedIn match your profile with how they are searching for you, essentially. You can also request endorsements for colleagues. I feel like it's underrated. Doesn't make that much difference. but it's definitely highlights your profile. Again, arrange them in an order of expertise. Really important. Like make sure the most important ones are the first so they can see them. Like JavaScript, let it be the first one. TypeScript, let it be the first one. React, let it be the first one if you're applying for those positions. Feature section is not that important, but here you can basically highlight your project, your portfolio, your GitHub, whatever, right? Also, keep this updated. If you have like a really bad portfolio, just remove it from there. Don't even have it. I earned like my highest paid position without a portfolio. I'm not saying it's not useful. I'm just saying I would rather have no portfolio than have a bad portfolio there. As for the open to work, just make that visible to recruiters. Maybe you can have that visible for like 2, 3, 4 weeks to allow for everybody to see that and maybe help you out your internal network. But after that, make it only visible for recruiters so it doesn't seem that you're desperate. I don't know if that makes that much difference, honestly, but what makes a difference is adding people on LinkedIn. So start building connections, start adding recruiters and developers right away. It will recommend your profile like crazy. Education, I don't feel like it's that important. Just mention it if you have like a really good GPA, if it's like a really good university, great. I never really had a formal education. I don't really have that experience. And honestly, it didn't affect me and hopefully it doesn't affect you. Pretty much that's, I know it's really fast, but this is what you need to do for LinkedIn. Now going back to the presentation. But Alex, what about the resume? Well, what you can do about the resume is on the same page that we were here, right? On the LinkedIn checklist, scroll down to the resume optimization, get this latex template, and just copy paste whatever it's in your LinkedIn. That's it. And this latex is going to allow you to pass those like ATS screens because it's just so bare bones. Just follow this guide, but it's exactly the same. I here even give like an example, right, for a good resume. But that's it. So, conclusion, HRs are bots. Try to speak their language as much as possible. Try to frame your experience the way they want to see it, not how you think they want to see it. See how they talk in these job listings. Again, if these magic keywords are not on your profile, you're probably going to get filtered. You only need LinkedIn. So it's also your digital portfolio. So if you don't have a good LinkedIn profile, people are going to see that, people are going to know that. Again, LinkedIn optimizations can get you interviews on autopilot, but you should optimize it around how HRs see it and talk rather than what you think. You should follow what they tell you in the job listing. So it's easy. Make your profile the solution to their problems. This is the highlight of your career. Make it like that. Because if you don't, other people will oversell themselves and they'll get the job rather than you. You guys most probably have done a lot of like cool stuff, and it's not even on your LinkedIn. It's not visible. It's like hidden somewhere away. Just push that up. Push those highlights up. And if they're not up, like how are you supposed for people to see them, right? Again, if you want to apply for like one-on-one coaching, feel free to do that. There's the link down below, but that's not important.